I am reconnected to my true self. I am living a life of control. I am a god in this reality. I radiate sex appeal and confidence. I maintain supreme impulse control. I am always calm and relaxed in all situations. Confidence is my true birthright. My features are legendary and desirable. I have bulletproof social confidence. I am capable of anything I set my mind to. I am proud of who I am and what I do. My willpower is always stronger than any temptation I encounter. I resist all temptations as they arise. I take pride in the way I look. I am comfortable in who I am. My passion for life is alive and well. I release the past and focus only on what I am creating here and now. My dopamine stores are replenished more each I get more and more happier. My eyes are seductive and mesmerizing. My masculinity allows women to be more feminine when in my presence. Others see me as powerful and selfish. I succeed because of my self-discipline. I choose high energy and affirm my success in life. I am living a life free of temptation. Sexual control is my true force of strength. My energy is vibrating with energy and inner power. I am motivated beyond belief. I am reconnected to my true self. I am living a life of control. I am a god in this reality. I radiate sex appeal and confidence. I maintain supreme impulse control. I am always calm and relaxed in all situations. Confidence is my true birthright. My features are legendary and desirable. I have bulletproof social confidence. I am capable of anything I set my mind to. I am proud of who I am and what I do. My willpower is always stronger than any temptation I encounter. I resist all temptations as they arise. I take pride in the way I look. I am comfortable in who I am. My passion for life is alive and well. I release the past and focus only on what I am creating here and now. My dopamine stores are replenished more each day. Joy is returning to my life. I do what I must to achieve my goals. Every day I get more and more happier. My eyes are seductive and mesmerizing. My masculinity allows women to be more feminine when in my presence. Others see me as powerful and self-assured. I am dedicated to achieving my goals. I forgive and love myself, even if I encounter what is considered a failure. My goals are what is most important to me. People admire me for my strength of character. People are attracted to my positive and inviting energy. I let go of all cravings. My confidence is rock solid. I need no one's approval and do whatever I please. My voice is powerful and I speak with authority. My eye contact shows my confidence. Women are attracted to me each day. I am proud of my physique and appearance. I can lead any social interactions if I so please. I am irresistibly attractive. I am focused on what is important. I make daily progress towards my goals. I am growing for the better. All women are just naturally attracted to my charisma. All women can feel my sexual energy when they are near me. All desire for old habits is gone. I am free. I hold myself to the highest level of excellence. I can and will improve. I succeed because
you changed.
But I'm the best ever.
Welcome to Man's Superpower. Feel your power, bro.
I choose high energy and affirm my success in life. I am
Let's go.
life free of temptation.
Uh-oh.
Sexual control is my true force of strength. My energy is vibrating with energy and inner power. I am motivated beyond belief.
Welcome
I
to
am
another show.
reconnected to my true self.
Let's go.
I am living a life of control. I am a god in this reality.
Yes.
I radiate sex appeal and confidence. I maintain supreme impulse control. I am always calm and relaxed in all situations. Confidence is my true birthright. My features are legendary and desirable. I have bulletproof social confidence. I am capable of anything I set my mind to. I am proud of who I am and what I do. My willpower is always stronger than any temptation I encounter. I resist all temptations as they arise. I take pride in the way I look. I am comfortable in who I am. My passion for life is alive and well. I release the past and focus only on what I am creating here and now. My dopamine stores are replenished more each day. joy is returning to my life. I do what I must to achieve my goals. Every day I get more and more happier. My eyes are seductive and mesmerizing. My masculinity allows women to be more feminine when in my presence. Others see me as powerful and self-assured. I am dedicated to achieving my goals. I forgive and love myself, even if I encounter what is considered a failure. My goals are what is most important to me. People admire me for my strength of character. People are attracted to my positive and inviting energy. I let go of all cravings. My confidence is rock solid. I need no one's approval and do whatever I please.
Let's go.
My voice is powerful and I speak with authority. My eye contact shows my confidence. Women are attracted to me each day. I am proud of my physique and appearance. I can lead any social interactions if I so please. I am irresistibly attractive. I am focused on what is important.
Welcome to another episode, another live, another time. Man. I love it. 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 Believe it or not, this is one of the best things that I do in my life. It doesn't matter how many guys come through. It doesn't matter how many views the videos get afterwards. Preparing, setting up, coming and sitting down and giving my mind and my body and my soul to talk to a few guys. 1, 2, 3. Brings me tremendous amount of joy because I remember my pain. I remember where I used to be. I remember that I wished there was a guy doing what I'm doing right now when I was recovering. When I first started my Nofap / Semen Retention journey, I wished there was a guy doing what I'm doing. And so, because that guy was not around, I decided that I was going to become that guy. I was going to become the man who takes time to sit down only to talk about the dangers of an undisciplined sex drive, the dangers of a life addicted to pornography and masturbation. Here I am. So if you're here, it's not by accident. You're not here by accident. So let's go. So tonight we will be talking on, presenting information that can be classified as a beginner's guide to semen retention. There is a lot of confusion around this area. There's a lot of misunderstanding around this area. And the best that I can do is to offer the little wisdom that I have, the little understanding that I have. Yes. I hear you, brother. I hear you. Extremely hard. I hear you, bro. Good evening. SR is extremely hard, especially when one is going through a recent breakup. Yes, it seems like the only thing for soothing the pain is what? What seems to be the only thing to soothe the pain? Busting a nut or retaining your semen? What seems to be the only thing that will soothe the pain? Yellow, my brother, mi hermano, Milsha. What's up, my brother? Milsha, Milka. You know, bro, yes, SR is extremely hard. Nonetheless, it's possible. It's possible because there are so many men on SR. I run into men on SR in life, on the roads, right? They're not on YouTube. They don't consume materials on Nofap and Semen Retention. Those guys just realized on their own that retaining their semen gives them a power that is uncanny to them. And so they practice retaining their semen. Nobody taught them that. They just realized, oh snap, when I don't engage in this activity, I feel my strongest, I feel my best. And so I'm going to keep my semen. I'm going to retain so that I can feel better. But it's possible. It's hard, but it's possible. Or maybe that's the illusion. See, busting is the illusion. It's the illusion of a remedy. Because truth of the matter is, each time you bust, subsequently you suffer. You suffer lack of energy. You suffer negativity, increase of negativity. You suffer increase of low self-esteem. You suffer increase of mental fog, of brain fog. You suffer increase of mental confusion. It seems that it provides a remedy for you. It seems that it provides an escape for you. But it's a lie. It's an illusion. You suffer subsequently because with each bust, you lose yourself in the process. You lose your mental, your best cognitive abilities in the process, my brother. You see, if you can overcome that illusion of busting being a remedy to anything, you will be set free. Now, there are two levels of consciousness when it comes to this kind of work. The first level of consciousness is the animalistic consciousness, where you are a male. And so any bother in your body, in your system, any discomfort in your system, any unhappiness in your system is translated as the need for busting. But there is a second consciousness where retaining becomes the remedy, where retaining is actually the real remedy, because retaining is going to empower you to overcome that breakup. Retaining is going to open your eyes to get over that woman. Retaining is going to help you understand that one-itis is a disease, that there is another woman out there for you. Retaining is going to help you to understand that you are the king and that you need to put your resources towards you, your attention, money, time, energy towards you, not that woman that's already left. Retaining is going to bring you into the rational male state. You will understand, I am the king. I don't need a woman. And if she's already gone, that means she wasn't meant to be in my life. Up to the next one. Better yet, it's time to work on myself. Better yet, it's time to develop my skills. It's time to love myself. It's time to get to know myself. Bro, you don't know the half of it yet. Stay on semen retention. That's the best piece of advice that I can give you. This is the best journey that you can ever embark on. This is the best decision you can ever make for yourself. POF. There are plenty of fish in the ocean. There are plenty of women out there, bro. It sounds cliche, but it's reality. So that woman that's gone is actually a blessing to your life, man. It's a blessing that you get to know yourself. You get to be by yourself so you can get to learn and know yourself. You are by yourself so you can practice semen retention. You are by yourself so you can live a new, a different life. Wake up, my brother. Wake up. And furthermore, you came across my life so that I can speak life into you. Wake up, my brother. This is your day. This is your hour. This is your deliverance. This is the time to forget about the girl and embrace this new journey of self-empowerment. And like one of my brothers like to say, to embrace the journey of self-empowerment. You're probably young. Every man has gone through a breakup. Every man has been broken up with, and every man has broken up with another woman, a woman. This is your wake-up call to embrace yourself. This is your wake-up call to shift your thinking from, oh, poor me, she left me, or however the breakup took place, to I found this new journey. I found this new group of guys. They are my brothers by extension. They are my brothers around the world. They have certain knowledge. They have certain understanding. I want to be part of them. It's time for me to join them and elevate myself. Guess what, my brother? By doing so, you will become a better man for a better woman. And guess what? As soon as you begin to shine on semen retention, your ex will see you and she will find ways to sneak back into your life. Because remember, women loves shine. You probably ain't shining right now because you're busting. Every time you bust, you become ugly. You ain't shining. Your beard, if you have any, is not radiant. Your face is not radiant. You're not full of power. You're probably very lethargic. You lay down in bed. You sit down like you're probably not awake. Women don't like men like that. That's why we call them simp or beta male. Men who are not dynamic, men who are not strong, who are not present, who are not full of energy, they are not appealing to women. Women eventually will find a way to discard those men. The best you can do is to fill yourself with life. And I tell you, it's an aphrodisiac for a woman. If you're young, you don't know what an aphrodisiac is. An aphrodisiac is something that gives somebody arousal, that makes them horny, essentially. When you're full of life, when you stand like I stand, like I'm speaking right now, like those other men on semen retention, it's an aphrodisiac to women. It's an aphrodisiac to your own woman, and the women that you see on the road. They see you, they want to eat you alive. So think about it. You came to my channel for a reason, and I want you to browse my videos. Over 150 videos in less than 2 years. I need you to browse my videos. You're gonna find a new life that will elevate you. Brother, your day has come to be set free. Embrace your freedom. Embrace your freedom. It's a blessing for a man to go through a breakup. You don't know that yet because you're asleep. You think it's painful that you're going through a breakup. I know the pain because I've been through several, including a divorce. I know the pain. The divorce was the most painful. But I overcame that shit. Here I am, I don't know, 12 years later, as powerful as ever, as strong as ever than I've ever been. Welcome to your new journey, bro. Welcome to your new journey. Welcome to your new journey. Yes, sir. The best thing you can do to elevate yourself to that second state of consciousness is to immerse yourself in this kind of content. Continue to immerse yourself in this kind of content. Guys, give me a few likes on the video. Appreciate that. Immerse yourself in this kind of content. Consume something relating to Nofap, semen retention, rational male, alpha male, masculine positivity, masculine self-confidence every single day. Make it a point to consume these kind of materials every single day. I make it a point. I have been making it a point to consume this kind of material every single day. I consume this material as a creator. I watch other guys, I read, and I watch my own videos. I stay on this journey every single day. Immerse yourself in it. I'm here to remind you this. You are on the right path. You are on the right journey. The journey of self-discovery. The journey of self-love. The journey of self-empowerment. Stay on this journey. You are on the right path. You are on the right journey. The journey of self-love. The journey of self-empowerment. Stay on this journey. Stay on this journey. It's not easy. But bro, if I can be here, behind this camera, behind this mic, on a Sunday evening, do you know where I could be on a Sunday evening at 41? I'm in my prime age to spend a great time with a friend, with a woman. My woman is at work. But I'm in that prime time to enjoy a good outing on a Sunday evening. As soon as I found out that my girl accepted to do some extra hours tonight, and I knew I wasn't going to be engaged in some other business activities, the first thing, as soon as she gave me that phone call, I said, I'm going live. Because my schedule to go live is Monday and Tuesdays of every week. I said, I'm going live. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with the time. I'm going to sleep during the day, rest, and I'm going to do 2-hour live. For you. So I can talk to you. So I can encourage you, so I can help you to stay on this journey, so I can help you to gain momentum and continue keeping the momentum. That's it. That's it. To inspire you, to elevate you, to shake you up, to prop you up. Because I wished I had someone, or there was someone on YouTube doing what I'm doing right now when I was recovering. There wasn't someone. LOL POS 2. Some anime fan. What's up? What's good, bro? I'll be seeing your comments, bro. It's good to see you here once again. LOL POS 2. David, I came over your channel 1.5 years ago. I was a single addict back then. I practiced semen retention for 3 months, and that's when I met her and got into a relationship. Well, welcome back. So you're still on the journey. You're still on the journey. Welcome back. Now, bro, listen, man. Listen, bro. Listen, man. Year and a half. Yes, it's going to happen. It's going to happen that you meet a woman, it doesn't work. Unfortunately, we have this thing in us where we want to hold on to something that's not working. Psychologically, that's how it is, because of our first chakra, our very root chakra, our security system. We want to be safe, and we are afraid of the unknown. We are afraid of uncharted waters. We are afraid of the whole world out there. There's a whole world out there that our inner fragile animal is afraid of. It doesn't want to go out there in the world because it's afraid of the unknown. But bro, listen. This is your time. This is your day. This is your season. Back then, it wasn't that difficult to start when I was single. But now, let me tell you, post-breakup is 5 times harder. Yes, because you have the emotions lingering around. You have pictures, sounds, feelings lingering around. Nonetheless, it's possible. Nonetheless, you are the man. Nonetheless, maybe you got with her because your mind resisted you. Maybe you got with her because it was resistance. You know what resistance is? Resistance was coined by Stephen Presley in his book, The War of Art, where he talks about anytime you set out, and I'm just referring to him as an author, but actually the Bible talks about that first. That's the first reference that I have is from the Holy Bible, as a man who's been in the church, who's been to Bible school. Every time you set a new goal for yourself, you automatically call the demons of the opposite of that goal. Every time you set a goal to gain something, you activate the demons of destroying that goal. So basically, every time you set yourself on a new path, you also activate the devil and the demon, or the opposition to that new path. And so in the church, the way that used to play out is, as soon as a person makes the confession and the conviction to get into a deeper relationship with God, and automatically their exes begin to call, they lose their job, some kind of shit goes down. Resistance. And the resistance is actually created by your own system. It's a law of the universe. It's the dualistic nature of the universe. The good cannot exist by itself, or else why would it be called good? And how would it be called good if it's called good in reference to what? It's called good in reference to bad. So one activates the other. Wherever there is bad, good is going to be activated very soon, because somebody's going to be observing, be like, oh no, I can't keep observing this bad. And that person is going to be activated to do good. Where there is good, automatically bad is activated to take the good down. And so the dualistic nature of the universe is such that every time you set out to accomplish a new goal, you inevitably, surely, always will activate the opposition, the resistance for that goal. And so when you set out to practice semen retention from this philosophy, from this truth, actually, it's more than a philosophy, from this truth, women will show up in your reality. You know how many women I've had to turn down. I mean, not turning them down, but I began dealing with them and I've had to stop. I can't tell you how many. A good number. Every time I began to get involved, I catch myself. Even my biggest struggle was when I was about to start this channel. And I had just broken up with a girlfriend, and I met another woman. She was spiritual. And we were like 2 kids. Things were good between us, bro. But I was retaining. I never wanted to meet her behind closed doors. We only had dates in, of course, restaurants and open air and stuff like that. And then I went to the woods and I thought to myself, man, I'm just setting up to start this channel. I'm buying my equipment. I'm setting up, I'm preparing. And then bam, I met her and it's a good experience. And I said, it's now or never. I dropped her. I stopped seeing her. I told her, I have this business to do. I have this work to do. I have to do it. When I get to a point where I feel good enough, stable enough, I come back and look for you. If you're still single and want to date me, we'll do so. If not, I'll be fine. And now I'm almost 2 years in. Yeah, I've talked back with her, but never to continue the dating experience. And so resistance came my way. Nico T, what up, manifestation gang? What up, what up, what up? You heard me spitting some spiritual, Christian, and universal truth. Man, they need to remove that button, bro. That button that's causing me to accidentally ban people. There we go. Transmuting lust into healing and miracles. Did you hear that, brother? LOL POS2. Mirsha. What's up? Listen, man. Listen, bro. Just rejoice that you're here, bro. Just rejoice that you're here. And we can talk about that, right? We can talk about that as part of a beginner's guide to semen retention. As soon as you act, as soon as you make up your mind, as soon as you start this journey, as soon as you say to yourself, I want no fapping, no picking, no touching, no edging, no stroking, no coming, you also automatically activate the demons that will come and try to make you do those things. It's the dualistic nature of the universe. You can't get away with it. You can't get away with it. You can't get away from it. You just have to go through it. You just have to learn it. You just have to overcome it. Okay? But the majority of people struggle with that. And they have no choice. They have to struggle with it, including my girlfriend. Struggling with the dualistic nature of life. All they want is everything good, everything beautiful, everything successful. But then, why would we be talking about success, good, and beauty if there wasn't an opposite reference to begin with? And so, for those of you guys, give me a few more likes. You didn't ask the question. It's not your issue, but I guarantee you it is your issue, because every human being has to deal with the dualistic nature of the universe. It's by accident, bro. It's by accident. I'm using a program called Ecamm Live. They didn't used to have that ability right in the app. So I'm not on YouTube right now. I'm inside of a particular app. I don't even see YouTube except on my phone, right? And then creators ask them to give them the function to ban somebody that's misbehaving while we're not on YouTube, because we used to have to go on YouTube to do that. I used to have to go on my phone to do that. And so now with the newest release, which about 2 weeks ago, they give that button, but that button is right in the midst of everything. So as soon as I click on your comment for it to show below, I can accidentally click on the ban button. But thank God, I can catch it. Even if you have a wet dream, you're still good, bro. Your wet dream is your autonomous system, your body doing what it does best, getting itself balanced out. You can help a wet dream. The way you help a wet dream is by keeping yourself away from sources of sexual stimuli, that the aka, or in plain language, give up the gram, okay? Give up the Snapchat. Stop watching Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, City Girls, Megan Thee Stallion videos. Stop following groups on Reddit that send XXX videos and pictures, X-rated videos and pictures. Basically, stop putting information and stimulus and stimuli, sexual stimuli in, because whatever you put in must come out. Garbage in, garbage out. Gold in, gold out. Whatever you put in must come out. And that's the law of the universe. And whatever is impressed into your consciousness must be expressed. And so if you keep consuming sexual stimuli and your brain cannot somehow cause you to express those sexual stimuli while you're awake, then it's going to carry that out while you're asleep. That's what you can do. You can keep away from those sources, right? But a wet dream is a product of your autonomous system. It's a product of your sex drive. It's a product of your unconscious mind. You have little to no control, but you do have some control. And the control is you prevent what you put in, because your subconscious mind carries out actions based on inputs, based on what you put in. So the control that you have is what comes in, because you control what comes in, because you control that phone. You control where you go. You control what you hear and what you see and what's spoken to you. But other than that, it's unfortunate to have a wet dream and lose the semen. That's the only thing. The only thing that's unfortunate is you lose some of the semen. But you do have a certain control over it. Nico T, I need to get me some gun sound effects. Nuserve, how can I maintain a high streak on SR, and how long does your body take to reboot from a relapse? Unfortunately, my brother, there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer as to how can you maintain a high streak. The reason being is maintaining a high streak is a product of daily grind. It's not a product of a piece of advice. It's not a product of willpower even. It's a product of daily actions and decisions and actions. Unfortunately and fortunately, you see, let me break this down for you. Giving you a piece of advice on how to maintain a high streak is the same as you exercising your willpower to maintain a high streak. Willpower is not enough. If willpower was enough, you wouldn't even be addicted to porn to start with. You wouldn't even be wasting your semen. You would just say to yourself, like you have a number of times. I'm done with this shit. I am no longer going to do this shit. I hate Nico T. It's 22:21 in front of me right now. It's 22:21. I have military time. I have a clock in front of me right now. It's 22:21. It's about to be 21, 22, 22, and we're gonna go crazy when it goes 22, 22. Give it a few seconds. And it's not a product of a willpower. You must make certain decisions on a daily basis, accompanied with some actions on a daily basis. That's what's going to help you to maintain a long and high streak. I think that's what you mean by high streak, a long streak. Because what you do today that helps you stay away today can be replicated or can be copied and exercised tomorrow. It's 22:22. Manifestation. It's 22:22. You are at the right place at the right time. You are at the right place at the right time. It's 22:22. Dang. Somebody mentioned 22:22 earlier. Yeah. That was Nico T, my manifestation gang partner. And so, bro, the way I'm gonna give you a couple of things. And you can write them down. I'm gonna give you a couple of things. The way you maintain a long streak is by, first of all, keeping yourself away from sources of temptation. Because, bro, it makes no sense to be on Nofap and Semen Retention and you're going to the strip club. It makes no sense to be on Nofap and Semen Retention and you're on the gram watching them IG models pop, drop and lock it. It makes no sense to be on TikTok watching those girls doing their things. Worse, OnlyFans. It makes no sense to be on Semen Retention and you are on, what's that dating app? Anyway, or you're on any dating app at all. That means you're trying to meet up with girls, you're trying to see pictures, because a lot of men, well, most men who are on dating apps, is not primarily so they can meet women. It's primarily so they can see different pictures and different women, because each time they see different women and different pictures, they get a dopamine release, they get a dopamine payoff. The number one action that you can take is to sanctify your life. My brother Iron in the Soul talks about that. It's to become a holy man. And I'm not referring to religious values or even Christian values, but it's to sanctify yourself, to set yourself apart, remove yourself from the sources of temptation. When your friend starts a conversation about some sort of X-rated movie, video, or whatever, you remove yourself, you excuse yourself. I gotta go do something, guys. I'll catch up with you later. Because temptation will trump common sense and decision all day. Because when temptation comes, it will always or most likely find you in an unconscious state. And chances are you will be overpowered by it. Okay? The second thing that you can do if you're writing down is getting yourself involved with some sort of physical exercise. You have to move your body. You have to get blood flow going. Blood flow is your best friend when it comes to Masculine empowerment, blood flow is your best friend. You have to move your body. You have to do some cardio, some sort of cardio and strength training. You need to have something to put your stamina towards, to put your testosterone towards, to put your frustrations towards, and that helps exhaust your system, that helps exhaust your body, that beats you up. Or you can get involved in jiu-jitsu or any boxing, something that will exhaust your physical strength, something that will make you feel afterwards, yes, I use all my energy and now I'm calm, I'm collected. Okay, so 1, keep yourself away from sources of temptation. 2, get some exercise going. Get blood flow going. Blood flow is your best friend. You will always be in an elevated state when you're working out, when you're running, when you're doing some sort of aerobic and strength training exercise. You will always be in a better state. You will have endorphin release. You will have dopamine release. You will be in a better state. And when you're in a better state, when temptation comes to FAP, chances are you may be strong enough to refuse it, to reject it, to push it away, or to run away from it. The third thing that you can do is actually to remain immersed in this journey, in this lifestyle. That means you're on YouTube watching content regarding it. I mean, deliberately, you know what they call deliberate practice? You make up your mind to do this daily. Watch some content daily. If you find some creators that you like my channel or some other channels, put them on notification. Make sure that you get every single notification. Not that you're gonna watch every single notification that you get, but you get the notification, because just receiving the notification will remind your mind of the journey. I'm telling you, I am telling you, it works. Just having the notification that Men's Superpower just went live or is going live in 30 minutes alone, you don't have to come on, but just seeing the notification alone reminds your body, your system subconsciously of the journey that you're on. Now, how long your body takes to reboot from a relapse, it depends what you do afterwards. Browse my channel. I have several videos and lives on relapse. I have what I call a relapse management. I have what I call hang on. I have what I call relapse management and damage control. It's how to limit the damage that follows after a relapse. So, how long does your body take to reboot after a relapse? Depends on the following things. What do you eat after the relapse? Where? Eat steak. Eat a lot of vegetables. Eat a lot of oranges, banana, and all berries. And celery. Matter of fact, make you a smoothie. Put all of these things I just said, make a smoothie for yourself. Sleep longer. Stay in bed longer. Drink vegetable juice, of course, along with eating the vegetables. Okay? Take protein and supplements. Find you some good supplement. In fact, you should already be doing these things every single day. But if you're not doing them after a relapse will determine how quickly your body reboots. Because what is rebooting? Well, rebooting is replenishing an energy supply. Rebooting is getting back what's been lost. So how are you going to get back what's been lost? What did you lose? You lost physical energy. And how do you acquire physical energy? Through foods. Okay. That's it. So how long your body takes to reboot depends on what you do after the relapse. You continue eating McDonald's after the relapse, man, your body's going to take forever to reboot. But you get it, you get it in the grocery store, and you make a good grocery list, and you go home and get that stuff going and get you some pens and get cooking. Yeah, very soon your body's gonna feel good again. So it depends on you. Remember now, the body is like any other piece of machinery. It must be cared for to continue give the results that you like, that you're liking. Your vehicle, you must continue doing service, changing tires, getting alignment, adding fuel for it to continue taking you from point A to point B. And if it's a sports car that you love the way it drives, I've driven a sports car for a number of years. Up to 2 years ago, I was driving sports cars. My last car was a Challenger 392 that I traded for a Genesis G80 when I was approaching my 40. But I used 6-speed manual. Used to enjoy the performance of the car in Atlanta. And so I had to care for it. Oil change was $200. Huh? Yes, who pays $200 for freaking oil change? Yes, baby, but we put the best oil. We put the best oil, and we buy the oil and take it to a reputable dealership and watch them change the motherfucking oil and put it in. So then that costs extra money even for them to allow you to be on the property watching them changing the oil. Because there's a lot of scam in oil change and stuff. And so the performance of the car depends on how well I take care of the car. Already, it depends primarily on how the car came from the manufacturer, but secondarily, it depends on how well I take care of the vehicle. So your body already came from the creator or the universe, whatever you believe about how you got here. Now, the way you care for it will determine how much more you get out of it. I'm telling you, brother, at 41, I've never felt this good. I've never looked this good. I've never sounded this good. My voice has never stayed this deep. I've never been so awake in my life because I take care of my machinery better now. So, let's go. What's the purpose of women in a man's life? Middle shot. You're asking deep questions, bro. Two. Eco T. Fuck yeah. Let's go. I'm glad you took notes, bro. Adelios Campos. Welcome back, my brother. I see ya. Are you a vegetarian? No, I am not. I would want to be one though. It's one of the things that what's the word? When you're not, it's not even observing. It's more like it's not even envious. I'm not envious of it. I would want someone to do it for me. I think I don't want to do it myself. I don't want to be the one to turn myself into a vegetarian. Like I would want someone to be preparing the food and stuff like that. I'm tired of, well, I'm not tired, but yeah, I don't want to do it. But I'm not a vegetarian. I make smoothies and juice and eat salads. I make sure I get the nutrients from the vegetables. But I eat rice. I don't eat potatoes like that, but I do eat rice. I'm Haitian. Rice is part of our cuisine, and I have a woman who knows how to throw it down in the kitchen, and she be cooking rice. And what I do is I work out hard. Yeah, I run a lot, and I work out hard, so I still burn the calories, And yeah. Brandon Bailey's in the house. What's popping, bro? What up? We are here with another life. We are here with another empowerment. We are here to invest in your soul. We are here to bring you up to another level. We are here to transfer my energy into you. I am here to transfer my wisdom into you. I am here to transfer my consciousness into you. God bless you. If you wrote everything down, the Father blesses you. You are a saved man. You know how to follow instruction. Can't believe I'm 41. Yeah. I could be your dad. My son is 23. I had my son at 18. So thank you. I appreciate that. Bro, semen retention, bro. Bro, what do you think I'm here? Why do you think I'm sitting here, man? Somebody sent me a super chat. Somebody bless me, bless this work. But I don't anticipate it. Why do you think I'm here? I'm here, bro, because I want to share the good news with you. I can't keep quiet. I cannot keep quiet on this practice. When I wake up and see how good I feel, when in dealing with people, I see how powerful I am, how I'm able to sleep now. I just ran 9 miles the other day, and I'm working out tomorrow, and I'm running probably another 9 miles on Tuesday because I'm going to run the same route that I ran. When was that? Tuesday? When I ran the 9 miles. Bro, last time I ran 6 miles, I almost passed out. I stayed in bed for several days. I mean, not consecutive, not throughout the day, but I needed special time off. Last time I ran 6 miles, it was like pushing myself to the limit. I was 34. And now at 41, I ran 9 miles. Yeah, on mile 7, on mile 8, I felt it, but hell yeah, I'm supposed to feel it. But bro, for the most part, I didn't really feel that I was running until mile 5. In the sun, on sidewalks, through the city. And still went to the gym the next day and had a banging workout. And still able to put it down in the bedroom hard, like crazy style. When I'm done, she's huffing and puffing and going side to side and fall asleep like a baby. I couldn't do that at 30. I couldn't do all that at 25, 26. At 26, I still had good sex drive. Yeah, I was married then. But I couldn't do the things that I'm doing right now, bro. That's why I'm here. I'm here so that when I'm 60 and 65 and 70, I will remember I did spend a few years sharing my best wisdom with my brothers in the world. I will remember that I found salvation and I didn't keep it for myself. I will remember that I shared the fire that was in me with my brothers. I wasn't selfish with the fire. Anytime I had the opportunity, I did go and talk to my brothers. That's why I'm here. I've never looked this good. I've never sounded this good. I've never felt this good. I've never walked this good. I've never this good. I've never been this focused. I've never been this determined. I've never been this peaceful. I've never been this unbothered. I've never had this much understanding. Nous sommes, ça qu'a fait. Haïti ou sorti, I don't négocier. Haïtien, bon Haïtien, natif natal, but en fait Haïti vient ici grand, vient ici à 22 ans. Ah, on peut pas même parler créole, man. You probably don't even speak Creole. Okay, yes. My accent was familiar, man. Ça qu'a fait, ça qu'a passé. J'ai trop, Jules. What up? Haitian gang is in the house. You know, it's so interesting. I've never shared my work among no Haitian group or nothing like that. But my Haitian people keep finding me on YouTube. I've never particularly promoted my work among Haitians. But it's to tell you that guys are out there. They need this information. You know, we have what's his name? He cut his dreads now down in Florida. What's his name? He's one of the pioneers of Nofap and Semen Retention. I learned a lot from him. Classic Obas. Haitian dude. Classic Obas. Adelios, what up? What we're talking about. Thanks, bro, for your response. I appreciate it. Good to hear from you, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Some anime fan. I went for a run today before work. The energy is real on Semen Retention. It is, bro. It is. Listen, man. I don't know. Greece. Okay. I wish there was a way that I could transfer all this information to young men by osmosis. Hold on. I hope that's the right understanding. But I wish there was another way. But there isn't another way. This is the way for me to speak, for me to release more for more content, more material. I am now studying filmmaking. I'm falling in love with this AV, this audio-visual thing. I don't know if you look at my quality of video I'm hoping has been getting better. Definitely my quality of audio. I have one of the best mics in the industry, one of the best podcast system here. I know my sound is good for real. I need a better camera in the future. Right now, tonight, I'm shooting off my iPhone 11 for the first time. This is my first live of my iPhone 11. And I have my main camera sitting on the side, off on the side. I wanted to take advantage of the iPhone, because I have a couple of iPhones laying around. You know how you go to another company and then you have your old company iPhone. And so I'm falling in love with creating video, audio content. I've always been told all my life that I needed to be a screenwriter or something like that. But I was on porn, so I'm like, yeah. Well, David, you should be a lawyer. yeah. Shit, that's too hard. It's easy to fap. I pursued a degree in business administration. Yeah, I do love business, but I always knew I should have changed my major for computer science, but I was afraid because I was on porn. I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to go through with it and so many other things. And so the way that I am preparing to further deliver better quality, better content, and reach better men is by possibly producing short films. I have a lot of ideas. I would like to produce short films of a possible man. Let's say, picture a 5-minute film of a man when he was 13, my story, being handed a magazine, a Playboy magazine, and him going home, closing his door, trying to decipher what the magazine was. And then that man grew all the way to me being my age right now. and you can see my whole life, all the losses, all the stories and everything. That can be accomplished in a 5-minute film or a 10-minute film, because our brain loves stories. A 5-minute or 10-minute film would be more effective than me sitting here and talking for 2 hours, because there would be a storyline, there would be footage and sound effects, and our brain loves it, and this is the day for it. So that's where I'm heading. You know, some guys are still shooting on their phone, and but I want to have better quality of materials and equipment. That's me. That's just me. And so I'm here for you. For the first time, you see my lighting? This is the first lighting, or second lighting type of lighting that I'm trying. You see one side of my face is lit and one side is dark. You see that a lot in movies, you see that a lot in interviews, and it does have an effect on you. You see there is some shadow and some darkness on this side, while this side is bright. And don't worry about me, bro. It's fucking semen retention, okay? Somebody went to Google Translate. Somebody went to Google Translate. Let me increase, when I put the comments there, I want them to stay longer. I had them at 30 seconds. I want to change them to 45 seconds. So you guys have time to see it on the screen. Somebody went to Google Translate. What up, dude? I've only known internet porn, no TV, no magazines, just internet porn from day one. It's so easily accessible, and that's what, and well, I don't want to scare you, you probably already know that, then you have the worst experience, because high-speed internet is what ushered in the real PMO problem. When guys used to go to Blockbusters and renting out videos and stuff like that, just go pop in the video. It was the same video. Unless you get another VHS, where were you gonna get new material? Right now, on Reddit alone, a guy does not need to go on the hub. Just go on Reddit and belong to certain groups right there, and it'll be curated. That means they would bring what you want to watch, the best of the best, la crème de la crème. That's what they would bring. It would already be selected for you and served and delivered to you. So high-speed internet is the worst of the porn addiction. Adelios Campos, merci. Mircha Castellan, c'est sympa. Bonne soirée, amis. Oh, on parle français ici, ok? Je comprends français, je parle français. Je suis haïtien quand même. On était occupé par les français. Donc, on parle de français. Yes, ejaculation means petite mort. Yes. So, he's saying to stay away from busting a nut. because busting a nut means the French have doped, they have called busting a nut petit mort, small death. It is. Bro, I resent ejaculating right now. I resent it. I resent it. I'm gonna tell you a true story with my girl. She has tried to get me to that point, right? I kept telling her, look, don't do it. Don't reach for my nipples so many times. Don't try to ride me like that. Because I know. I'm gonna put it on you, but don't try to get me to bust. You know I'm holding this thing. Last time she did it, I put her on ice. She's still on ice. I resent it. I will leave you. I resent it. I resent it. It's a petit mort. It's a small death. As soon as you do it, you're done. You feel dead, bro. As soon as you do it, you feel dead. And so yes, sir. They call it small death. It is a small death, brother. It is. I resent it. I resent it. I resent it. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I'm here to support you, to help you gain better understanding of this journey. See, I'm not necessarily here to prevent you from ever busting. No, I'm here to help you establish and adapt a new philosophy. The new philosophy is you're going to retain to feel your best. You're going to retain to feel your power. You're going to retain to establish who you are. You're not going to give in because you're dating a pretty girl. You're not going to give in because you're dating a pretty girl with a fat ass. It's for you to renew your philosophy and renew your mind and make yourself become a new man. That's what I'm here for, bro. Because the goal is not necessarily to keep semen forever, but the goal is to keep it as long as possible, as much as possible, so you can maximize your life as much as possible. That's the real goal, because you can measure that shit. Because when I go to the gym tomorrow, I can measure my freaking progress. I can measure my strength and my power. When I have a good night of sleep tonight and wake up refreshed in the morning, I can measure that. When I sit behind this mic and I feel the power in me and I feel the presence and it's all like, wow, and I can feel my voice being so coarse and deep, that's measurable. That's my work. That's my goal. That's my vision, to help to help guys understand and establish, develop and adapt a philosophy that helps them to maximize and capitalize on their sexuality. That's it. Because the best work I have done is I have capitalized on my sexuality, which means I have leveraged my sexuality. I have leveraged my testosterone. I have leveraged my manhood to make me feel strong. And so all of a sudden, I stopped seeing women as an advantage. I stopped seeing women as something to chase, because guess what? If I'm not gonna give you sex and come all the time, so why do I even need to associate with you? I am free. One woman is enough now. Now, there's no need to be boasting about having several women, because I have the power. I have the strength. I'd rather keep it in myself. I'd rather keep it in. I shine. I'm powerful. When I walk, I don't pay attention to stuff that's happening on my side or behind me. I pay attention to what's happening in front of me, although I'm aware of my surrounding 360, but I only pay attention to what's happening in front of me and where I'm going. And everybody knows it. When I step into a place, everybody knows this man, somehow there's something special about him. He just steps into this place. He's not just a regular man. That's what I enjoy. That's what I love. And I love that shit for myself first, bro. I love that shit for myself first. I love being able to look at people in the eyes. I love having that freaking self-confidence. I love having that good answer, that good comeback every time. I love solving my problems ahead of time. I love not panicking and not worrying about shit in this life. I love it. And so, only a few days in. Wait 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, 2 years. And I'm not, when I talk about time, I'm not saying straight. I'm not talking about straight, okay? I'm not talking about straight 1 year. I'm saying 1 year since you found the practice and since you've been practicing it, okay? That's what I'm referring to. I'm not necessarily saying 1 year of straight holding your nuts in. No, 1 year of making conscious, necessary effort to keep as much of it in as long as possible. Like you make a sincere effort. You know, you don't play that self-deception game with yourself. Well, you know, man, gosh, you know, shit is hard, man. I don't know what happened last night. Nigga, you know what the fuck happened last night. You could have avoided it sincerely, but you didn't. You just chose not to. That's fine. Right now, you are at this self-consciousness level where self-deception is something you enjoy. You enjoy deceiving your freaking self. But 6 months in, 1 year in, and you begin to love yourself naturally because your semen is high and you're getting connected to the universe and the angels are visiting you and your guides and your God is visiting you and you are becoming one with the universe and you're feeling more in tune with the universe and you can't hate yourself no more and you can't deceive yourself no more. You wake up one day, you're like, oh, that relapse last night was on me. Yeah, that was on me. Yeah, I ain't even gonna front. I ain't even gonna deceive myself no more. That was on me. I could have avoided it. I chose not to. That shit was on me. All right, Milcha. I see you another time. Oh yeah. Monday and Tuesday. We that's the new schedule. Well, it's always been the schedule. I've only skipped some weeks. But the schedule right now is Monday and Tuesday. And I have a guest on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Tuesday, 8 p.m. I'm gonna have Boss at Home again. He's been on the podcast several times. We love, chopping it up. And then next Monday, I'm going to have Ambition Matters. I don't know if you guys remember last stream. This gentleman stopped by. His name is Ambition Matters. We have worked out a schedule. And I have a good buddy of mine that I'm working with. He just texted me now. And we're working together to possibly the following week to do a live. Look, man. Look at the text from my best buddy. Guess who just smashed his wife to the point that she might be pregnant? That's what I'm talking about. He said, it was unbelievable, bro. I'm on the fucking high, nigga. It was so fucking amazing. There you go. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. That's my best buddy. We had a great dinner last Sunday. We had a steak dinner. We went to a restaurant and had a good steak dinner. Good buddy. We've run a couple of 5Ks together. We've spent a lot of time together. We've talked about a lot of things. My best really buddy in Georgia since day one, in Atlanta since day one. But that's what we're talking about. The power of semen retention, even in a marriage. Even in a marriage. I have clients, married clients that are winning in a marriage. Let's go, Jetro. Correct me if I'm wrong. I definitely think semen retention gives you sex appeal. People can sense there is something different about me, about you. Bro, I've never sung in my life before. Growing up at 18, I was part of this rap group. They kicked me out because I couldn't rap. I couldn't sing. Well, I'm glad they kicked me out. You're probably all dead anyway right now. But there's no correction, bro. You're not wrong. When you know the signs, you will know this is true. When you know what? I want to change the setting. I want the chats to remain until I put another one. There we go. You're not wrong. When you know the signs, you will know that you're not wrong. Sex appeal? What is sex appeal? What is sex appeal? Sex appeal is when it's one of the two sexes, a male or a female, operates strongly, heavily in their particular sex power. So the female, when the female is crazily feminine, she has sex appeal. When the male is crazily masculine, he has sex appeal. And then we can break that down. Well, how does that look for a man? He's masculine. What is masculinity in that sense? He's focused. He keeps his word. He makes decisions. He says yes when he means yes. He says no when he says means no. When he's in the public eye, he doesn't look distracted. He looks like he has a mission. He's going forward. He's going somewhere. He walks straight. He's self-confident. When he's talking to people, he lacks eyes. He gives sound answers, not just, those vague answers that men give. Beta males, I used to be, give vague answers. Well, it's up to you what you want to do. Nigga, I'm giving you a choice. I'm telling you, pick one of these two things. Pick one. That's what a man does. That's what a masculine man does. Pick one. I give you options between two freaking items. Pick one. Don't tell me, well, it's up to you. Whatever you do, I'll follow. That's why a woman friend zones you. And so the more you operate in your sex, in your gender, in your sex, not the gender, in your sex, the more you are appealing to the opposite sex, because the two were made for each other. Yes, I said it. And nobody's gonna tell me different, bro. You don't need a degree in no kind of sophisticated science to know that a penis was made for a vagina, and then a vagina was made for a penis. When you touch a woman, when a woman touches you, fire strikes. And so, naturally, I'm talking to straight men, and this channel is for straight men. And so that's sex appeal. So semen retention helps you operate in that masculine power. You have one word. When a woman comes back and says, well, so remember I was having these conversations with you last year, and I told you, ba, 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 ba. Well, that's what I told you, babe. Well, so I'm thinking, I told you, ba, ba, ba. Well, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not gonna work. I don't think you should be. Go ahead and do it, babe. I told you, blah, blah, blah. Do that. Well, if so, man, get out of here, bro. Just move on to some other stuff. Because I already gave you my word. What are you trying to do? Change my mind? What are you trying to do? You know? And that's aphrodisiac for a woman. It turns her on because she was made for that. So 3 weeks ago, I had a little situation with my lady. Something happened, and we're having breakfast at a restaurant, and she keeps talking about it at the table. And I could feel that people around us were eavesdropping. Well, they didn't even need to eavesdrop because she was talking loud enough. And I told her, just stop talking. I don't think right now. Just stop talking. You're actually talking for these people. They're hearing you right now, and I don't want that. Just stop. She continued. I said, stop talking. What you can tell me to stop talking? You're not gonna try to run me and tell. Just stop. Right now, you're making it worse. We're already having something going, and you're talking, and these people are hearing, and I don't want them to hear. It's about them. It's not about me and you. I don't think that's what needs to happen. I don't think people need to hear what may be going between us right now. This is a restaurant. Well, you have this way of, it seems, want to make me afraid of talking, and when I voice my opinion, I said, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Then we got home later, and we got to talking. She's like, well, you can't tell me to shut up. I don't appreciate you telling me to shut up. So yes, that's fine. I did not come to you and tell you to shut up. I told you to shut up as an escalation. It was my last resort. I had told you to stop several times before. You didn't stop. And so, as a last resort, I told you to shut up. Well, you're gonna make a decision to never tell me. No. It was a last resort. So I can't make a decision to never tell you to shut up because it was a last resort. It wasn't my first decision. No. You're gonna make a decision next time I tell you to stop for you to stop, so that I don't get to the point of telling you to shut up. Did I come out and tell you to shut up the first time? No. What did I say? Stop. Okay. Well, you can tell me to stop. Well, I did tell you to stop. Yeah, I'm the man. You stop. You were letting these people know that our business. I want you to stop. Well, you're gonna have to stop telling me to shut up. When I tell you to stop, you stop, you will never get to hear the shut up, because the shut up will never come as my first option. It will come as my last resort. And then I put her to the test. I said, well, matter of fact, we don't even have to go too far to test that out. Stop right now. Stop. You know what she said? Okay. She stopped. That was the last time we had that conversation. What happened later on that night? Banged her? Yes. Murdered that thing. And so, you wouldn't believe that there was a time I wasn't that man, right? There was a time I wasn't that man. I wasn't that man. This is what we need more of. We need more of this kind of testimony. We need more of men to do this work and come out and give you the testimony. Report that to you. You're not hurting the woman. You're not disrespecting her. You're operating within the parameters of masculinity, of masculine power, which she loves. What you don't know is that it was also a test from her to see if I was going to conceive. Is it conceive? When you give in. If I was going to give in and say, concede. If I was going to concede and say, oh, well, okay, I'm sorry that I told you to shut up, so next time I won't say it. Whoa. I did not come out and tell you to shut up at the first. No, it was an escalation. It was a desperate measure. Desperate times called for desperate measure. Are you going to stop next time I tell you to stop? Yes. Okay, so then I won't get to that. And so it's part of my goal to teach young men to come up to this place, because the world is crazy. Feminism has been turning men, our boys, into, man, I don't even know what. I don't even know what feminism has turned men into and boys into. I really don't know. Bro, even online in consuming materials, there are certain ways that you see certain men present information and certain actions and reactions they have. You're like, I don't know if you're a man or if you're a woman. I don't know. I can't tell. When I was growing up, a man had distinct characteristics. A woman had distinct characteristics. You could tell by the manners of carrying themselves and presenting themselves and speaking. You could tell. But now I can't tell. Even in voice, you can't tell if that's a man speaking over there or a woman, because the voice is so thin. Of course, we know what makes their voice so thin. And so that's sex appeal. That's sex appeal. Operating in your masculinity because your power is strong. And when the woman operates in her femininity, like my girl, when I first met her, she was very masculine. But she had become masculine. She didn't like it. She herself used to say, I don't like it. I feel like I had to take on that persona, and I don't want to be like a man. I want to be a woman. I want to be a female. I want to be feminine. And she has worked that, you know? And when she's in that state, I want to bang her more often. So that's sex appeal. So you're not wrong, of course, you know. Next time, my brother. Appreciate it, bro. Yes, we do have a live tomorrow and Tuesday. Tuesday we have an interview. Well, Boss at Home has been here several times, so it's that's what we do. We've had several sessions together. And then next Monday I'm going to have Ambition Matters, a young brother who's started a blog, started writing a book, but PMO, each time PMO got in the way. Each time, just like myself, that's been our stories. Each time PMO got in the way. And so he's gonna come here and we're gonna talk about the journey once more to help you guys on your journey, to help you guys on the journey. And so let's talk about the ABCs of semen retention, like a beginner's guide. What are some of the things that can be considered foundational on this journey? What are some of the things that can be considered as key on this journey? For me, number one is a vision. I have found through my own personal experience and consultations with guys that when a man gets on this journey without a particular vision, without a particular goal, his experience is somewhat not too good. It's confusing because like with everything else, if you don't have a goal, if you don't have a vision, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're going. So in days when you are weak, in days when you're feeling weak, in days when your energy is not that high, when you can't go to the gym, when you can't go for that run, when the temptations are really strong, when the urges are strong, you don't have anything to fall back on because you ain't got a vision. You don't have a vision. For me, it's very necessary. The clients and the guys that I have helped to develop a vision, and in my own journey, develop a vision for your semen retention, for your Nofap and semen retention journey. Decide what it is that you're going to do with it. What it is that you're going to do with it. What it is that you're going to accomplish with it. I'm saying this because my belief is Nofap and semen retention are tools. Semen retention is a tool. It's not so much something that you do and just live life. You don't just get on semen retention and sit there, because very soon you're gonna run into a plateau. Very soon you're gonna run into that state where you don't know what you're doing. And so this feeling of vagueness is going to come over you and you might just give up. You have to have a vision. You have to have a goal. You have to have a plan of what it is that you want to use this tool for. Now, why do I call semen retention a tool? Think about it. Right? Ooh. A second here. Why do I call semen retention a tool? Well, anything that can be used to to anything that can be used in the process of creating something else or to create something else is a tool. So whether that tool is a machine that helps process raw materials to create a product, both the machine and the raw materials are tools, but generally we think of the machine as being tool and the materials are being the materials to be transformed, right? Where on semen retention, here is what you gain: self-confidence, self-love, personal presence, magnetism, power, clarity of thought, clarity of mind, clarity of words, patience, stamina, attention, focus. Well, isn't those things what is used to create success? Yeah. Don't you know success is primarily 80% enthusiasm? Jim Rohn and so many other success teachers or gurus have said that. In fact, I got a good revelation. Well, I got a good epiphany when I understood that. Success is primarily, about 80% of success is enthusiasm, the ability to excite yourself, the ability to be and remain excited, keep going, patient, day in and day out, excited, stay there. And enthusiasm comes from the word entheos, which means in God, in divinity, in the presence of God. When you are one with the universe, it's a state of flow. You are enthusiastic. When you come around people, you contaminate them, you influence them. They love your energy, they love your presence. And why does that create success? People become favorable to you. They want to do what you ask them to do. Hey, they want to do more than you ask them to do. Hey, they want to help you before you ask them to help you. That's what happens eventually to every man on semen retention. You hear all the stories. Man, I was at the grocery store. I only just asked a question. I asked the employee to just point me to the aisle. They walked there, found the product for me and picked it up and handed it to me and stayed with me, answered all my questions. She didn't look like she wanted to leave. He didn't look like he wanted to leave. But before I got on semen retention, even if I asked to point me to the right aisle, it would be the wrong employee. It would be, oh, I just started here 2 days ago, or today is my first day. I don't even know all the aisles type of thing. Remember, in the Bible talks about your gifts will prepare your way. It will prepare a way for you. And so when you are in that energetic state, in that magnetic state, when you leave your house to go do something, your energy goes ahead of you and prepares the way for you. When you open that door to that business, to that company, to go solve whatever it is, to go work on that, whatever that business is, your energy already goes out and touches them and prepares their minds. And now they are favorable to you. They're happy to see you. They're happy to see your energy. They're happy to feel your energy. Mr. Hughes, how may we help you today? And so, in that sense, semen retention is a tool. It's a tool to elevate yourself. It's a tool to level up your life. It's a tool to do things that we were not able to do while fapping. And so create a vision for it. The vision is, man, I'm going to stay on semen retention to make my life better. Like, this is it for me. I ain't going back. Yeah, I'm going to relapse. Yeah, things are going to happen, of course. But I'm going to stay on this journey and I'm going to leverage this energy to attract people, things, places, circumstances to me. Because the reason the majority of people cannot elevate themselves even to a good amount of success, whatever success means for them, it's because their energy is too low. They cannot magnetize, they cannot attract. Their energy is too low. On semen retention, your energy is high. You can magnetize, you can attract, you can call forth. So if you're not creating a vision for semen retention, you're leaving money on the table. You're doing yourself a disservice. Yes? You're doing yourself a disservice if you're not using semen retention as a tool. Oftentimes, and I understand, oftentimes, we have guys who come on and they talk a lot about, yes, indeed, you get great service for sure. A lot of times, you have guys that talk about how long they've been retaining. And I often ask the question, well, what have you been doing since? Well, I just retain and I keep my power and I work out and just living my best life. Are you doing things that you couldn't do before semen retention? No. Do things that you couldn't do because you couldn't focus. You lack the self-confidence to make the phone call. You lack the self-confidence to put a resume together and go for that job. Do you know? 1 year and a half. After 1 year and a half of semen retention, I landed my most lucrative, my most paying job, almost $10K a month as a sales consultant. Got up, put a resume together, had the confidence, did the preliminary phone call interview. Bro, I created that manifestation I crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's. I'm telling you, I had everything written down on my altar. Oh yes, back then I used to have an altar. Right now I can't because of my living, whatever, but in the future I will. I have an altar because every magician needs an altar. You need a place to converse with the universe. You need a place to be alone with the Father. You need a place to be alone with yourself. You need a place to burn your incense and light your candles and say your affirmations. You need a place to concentrate your force, to concentrate your energy. So back then, I had a sanctum. That's where I conducted my interview. That's where I conducted my business, in my sanctum, because everything is already set. And wait for the phone call and conducted the interview. Well, Mr. Hughes, we would love to bring you in for an in-house interview with our sales manager, and if you pass that interview, eventually with our property manager, the facility manager. That's exactly what happened. Well, Mr. Hughes, I am making you a job offer. We cannot bring you on right now as a full-time, but even part-time here is more than a full-time anywhere else. And so if you would accept it, no promise, but I'm pretty sure I can see potential in you. You may be able to get a full-time in no time. And that's what happened. Bro, first time in my life. Yeah, I've been in business. I've made more money than the job. I'm telling you, the job, it was a job. It wasn't business. It wasn't me doing my own thing, buying cars, selling cars, being a real estate agent in Florida. It wasn't that. It was a job. It takes a lot more to go through the process, interview process and get a job than it takes to go out and do my own thing. I hope you understand that, right? In a sense. in 1 year and a half on SR. So I'm not telling you to use SR as a tool because I read it somewhere. I'm not telling you to use SR as a tool because I'm trying to philosophize. No, this is pragmatic, practical, applicable information that I personally have applied to my life and have taught to many men that I've watched, where I can give you another story. A client of mine, as soon as we began semen retention, I got a text. Remember that job I told you I was going to apply for? Yeah. His first job, $95K a year. He said, I never thought I could be able to get a job like that. $95,000 a year. That man went crazy. He's still at the job. In fact, he's planning on moving to Atlanta with his family. He's also a creator, and every time he comes on my live, he gives me a super chat. Every time he just stops by and sends a super chat. He's still my client. We talked yesterday, matter of fact. We talked several times for a total of 3 hours. And that's his testimonial. I asked him for one for my website, and he's been here talking to guys saying, look, man, sign up with this guy. Go on Patreon and sign up with them because he can help you. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm not telling you what I consumed from somebody else. I'm telling you what I've been through and learned from and been able to put together for the past 5 years. So semen retention is a tool, not something to prop your ego. Oh yeah, now, I have the alpha energy now, so I retain, I'm strong, nobody mess with me, I'm the man. Yeah, that's fine. But that's gonna go old soon. But if you can sit down and show me where you used to be and where you are right now in almost every area of your life, then I give you a thumbs up. So that's number one. Create a vision and a goal for your semen retention. And what does that look like? What might that look like for you, right? Well, an old dream. You might pick up a new skill. You might go back to school because a lot of you guys are young. You might go back to school, finish your degree, switch major, continue a project that you failed at while you were on fapping. That's how this looks for you practically. Tell yourself, well, the reason I failed in those areas was because I was weak in energy. I had a mental fog. I couldn't focus. I didn't have the ambition. I didn't have the enthusiasm. I didn't have the focus. I didn't have the presence. I didn't feel good in my body enough. That's why you failed at those, whatever you failed at. And so now that you have these tools, you resume that project. You resume that degree or a new one, or get onto a brand new path altogether. And then you tell yourself, man, I'm retaining so I can live my best life. And when I retain, I'm confident, I'm powerful, I'm magnetic, I love myself, I'm calm. And so that helps me to feel good about myself. I'm able to cross things off my list, my to-do list, and my life is progressing, and I feel good. So I love this journey, and I'm gonna stay on this journey. And I'm gonna testify about it anytime I have an opportunity. That's how that looks for you practically. Let's catch up on some of these. Dre, the Spirit Warrior. Oh, I didn't even see that message. That was the first, what you call it, message here. Where I have advocates. Steve the Dean is asking me to borrow $5. Yeah, I could lend you $5. There we go. My soccer skills have drastically improved on ESSA. Of course, it has to. Yes, we have become supernatural beings. The key is intention. Nico T is saying the key is intention. You have to have a vision, a goal. You have to intend what it is you want. And Jethro is saying you're getting an unfair advantage on this journey. I have a video, more than one, but I have this particular video where I talked about really semen retention gives you an unfair advantage in this life. You do. Sometimes I'm telling you, thank you, Jethro, for mentioning that. Sometimes I'm telling you, I'm walking out there and I'm saying, oh my God. This is crazy. I mean, this is crazy. I'm at the gym. Yeah, you know, I mean, I don't have muscles like that. But you know how you will be at the gym. There is a guy with no muscles, but he's somewhat heavy set, and he pushes like 5 plates on the bench press by himself. Nobody, like, he's not asking nobody to spot him. So muscles are not, it's not, you know, the primary thing. He has strength. He eats, he drinks. And we have to assume that he's on some sort of SR regimen, right? And everybody's looking at that guy like, whoa, like, is he really gonna bench press all these 4 plates? Like, because he's by himself and nobody. Yep, he's doing his thing, and he lays down and take his best form and 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody's looking at him. Well, it's the same thing. I have gray hair. Anybody can assume, you know, whatever age I am, right? And well, if I'm doing bench press, I max out for my strength. I do a lot of walking lunges. Man, look, man, I've been to several gyms. I've only seen one woman doing walking lunges. It's hard. It's hard. If you don't have the stamina, you can't do walking lunges. Well, you'll probably do 1 set. I do about the least I do is 3 sets, from one corner to the next corner of the gym. Walking through, go up and down, that's 1 set. The least I do is 3 sets. I can't do 2 sets because I don't feel it yet. By 3 sets, I start to feel it. And 4 sets, yes, I'm in. When I'm done, I'm huffing and puffing and yeah. I ain't seen nobody doing walking lunges. That shit is hard, even with body weight. Hang on.
I succeed because of my self-discipline. I choose high energy and affirm my success in life. I am living a life free of temptation. Sexual control is my true force of strength. My energy is vibrating with energy and inner power. I am motivated beyond belief. I am reconnected to my true self. I am living a life of control. I am a god in this reality. I radiate sex appeal and confidence. I maintain supreme impulse control. I am always calm and relaxed in all situations. Confidence is my true birthright. My features are legendary and desirable. I have bulletproof social confidence. I am capable of anything I set my mind to. I am proud of who I am and what I do. My willpower is always stronger than any temptation I encounter. I resist all temptations as they arise. I take pride in the way I look. I am comfortable in who I am. My passion for life is alive and well. I release the past and focus only on what I am creating here and now. My dopamine stores are replenished more each day. Joy is returning to my life. I do what I must to achieve my goals. Every day I get more and more happier. My eyes are seductive and mesmerizing. My masculinity allows women to be more feminine when in my presence. Others see me as powerful and self-assured. I am dedicated to achieving my goals. I forgive and love myself, even if I encounter what is considered a failure. My goals are what is most important to me. People admire me for my strength of character. People are attracted to my positive and inviting energy. I let go of all cravings. My confidence is rock solid. I need no one's approval and do whatever I please. My voice is powerful and I speak with authority. My eye contact shows my confidence. Women are attracted to me each day. I am proud of my physique and appearance. I can lead any social interactions if I so please. I am irresistibly attractive. I am focused on what is important. I make daily progress towards my goals. I am growing for the better. All women are just naturally attracted to my charisma. All women can feel my sexual energy when they are near me. All desire for old habits is gone. I am free. I hold myself to the highest level of excellence. I can and will improve. I succeed because of my self-discipline. I choose high energy and affirm my success in life. I succeed because of my self-discipline. I choose high energy and affirm my success in life. I am living a life free of temptation. Sexual control is my tool.
And so we're back. We had I am a living miracle. And so let's continue some of the things that can be considered as foundational when it comes to semen retention. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about Steve. Steve, you're in the right place at the right time, so get some of this information. Yes, indeed. That link is at the bottom of the description, even on this live. If you check the description box, the very last link is the link to this track. Because that's the track that I use at the beginning, at the countdown of my lives. And so guys, if you want to work with me one-on-one, check Patreon. I have a couple of tiers there that you can get on working one-on-one. I don't create videos and put on Patreon. If I put any videos, it'll be videos that are already on my channel. It's coaching, it's one-on-one, it's phone calls, text and follow-up text messages throughout the week. We meet once a week, a video or audio, and then we follow up for the rest, leading up to the next meeting time, whatever the schedule time we have for you once a week. So check that out. You can get a lot of understanding. Most importantly, you can get a lot of how-to tools, practical tools, things that you can apply and see results automatically and instantly. So I encourage you to check that out. You can email me at manssuperpower@gmail.com. My email is somewhere in the description box. You can also visit my website and see and read my story, but in a chronological timeline. I have my story on a chronological timeline from 13 years old when this guy gave me a Playboy magazine all the way to 36, 5 years ago, when I bumped into Nofap and Semen Retention. You can check that out and you can get to know me better. Maybe then you will work with me. So, point number 2 on things that can be considered as ABCs or foundational for this journey. 1, I said to have a vision and a goal for the journey. Number 2, to capitalize on your retention. And here's what I mean by capitalize on your retention. Don't over focus and emphasize your relapses. It's no different than people who focus more on failures or the negative when you focus a lot on your relapses. It's no different. You know how we say so-and-so is always focusing on the negative part of his story. He or she is always focusing on the negative part of the story, right? Or they are always or mostly negative. Or the person focuses more on their failures. Well, that mindset is not going to get you nowhere. It's no different. On this journey, this is what all guys do until they learn this key. Stop focusing on your relapses. Stop focusing on the thing that's bringing you down. Focus on your retention, the days that you retain, the days that you feel the energy, the days that you feel powerful, the days that you feel the stamina, the days that you feel like you need to work out, go in the gym, the days that you feel like you can run 10 miles, go for that run, the days that you feel like you should have that conversation that you've been waiting to have that conversation, have that conversation, the days that the nights that you can't fall asleep because the energy is so high and you feel like you need to get up and go practice your skills, go and practice your skills. Capitalize on your retention days because soon you will relapse. And when you do relapse, you won't be able to capitalize on that in that moment. So here is the picture. Here's what happens to a lot of guys on this journey. When the energy is high, they do nothing. When they relapse, they still do nothing. But now they complain and feel bad. But then when are you going to do something? When are you going to use this thing to make something of your life and make something of yourself? Well, I guess you never get to do that, right? Until you wake up and actually do it. Make yourself do it. Focus on your retention days. Okay? Even me, every time I go online, every time I'm here tonight because I'm focusing on my retention days. I am capitalizing on my retention days. You know, every single day, daily, here's how I live. I wake up and I feel my energy. I'm like, I think I need to run today. Today is a running day. I ran yesterday. Yeah, but I'm going to run again because today the energy is a running day. Today is not a gym day, but I got to go to the gym today. Yeah, because it's in me, right? I'm feeling myself. It's in me. So what I'm doing is I'm capitalizing on my retention. I'm capitalizing on my energy. I don't wait when my energy is low to complain. Well, if I felt like it, I would have run today. Please, who you fooling, bro? You felt like it the other day, you didn't run. Well, I swear to you, David, if I felt like it, if I had the energy today, I would have gone to the gym. But you had the energy last Tuesday, though. I told you to go to the gym. You managed not to go. Capitalize on your retention days. Give more of your attention and your time on your retention days. Spend more time thinking about, promoting, feeling good, exploring, experimenting with, experiencing your retention days, the days when you feel strong and powerful and you're not feeling urges. It doesn't look like you're going to relapse that day. Number 3, relapses are an inevitable part of this journey. Yeah, you don't want to hear it. I know. You don't want to hear it. But relapses are an inevitable part of the journey. It's the way you learn. It's the way you grow. Trust me. Just as you go to school and you get being tested or exam is the way you know what you know. It's the way you know what you've learned. It's the way you progress and be promoted. That is from one class to the next, to the higher one, to the next higher one, right? You know, that's the way you move up in life, is through the test. That's how you move up. A relapse is no different. It's an inevitable part of the journey. It's a test. It's how you move up. And how do you move up through a relapse? Find my videos and lives on relapse management, damage control, which I'm also preparing a document, or a guide, should I say, on damage control. Damage control is recovering real quickly after a relapse, and is a cognitive reframing, changing the mind and then taking some actions thereafter. And so we guys spend a huge amount of times complaining, crying over, commiserating their relapses. It's the way you grow. It's the way you learn. And I'm going to give you some ways to maximize your relapses. And if you do them, as soon as you have a relapse, you're going to realize, oh, snap, it's a different experience. I have clients who go through it. Of course. David, OMG, it's a different experience. In the past, when I relapsed, there was no purpose tied to it afterwards. So then I would just be sad and down and beat myself up. But now I'm learning from it. I feel encouraged. And as soon as it's done, I move on and I'm able to resume my life activities as soon as possible. It's a different experience. The sooner you can do this, the sooner you could be on your way to stardom, to semen retention stardom. So then how do you capitalize? Yes. There you go. I like that, Nofap. A relapse is a blessing in disguise. Of course, it's part of the journey. It's a blessing in disguise. Don't discount it. Yes, shadow work. Yeah, shadow work is a lot. It's a must. But it takes a lot. I'm still not at the point where I could dispense this kind of information easily on my channel. What I've been wanting to do is to exhaust Nofap and semen retention, like create a ton of videos and lives, and then move on to bigger work like this work, shadow work. Oh yeah, because there's an ultimate level of freedom that you don't get until you do shadow work. And of course, you're going to be able to do shadow work because your energy will be high. And once your energy is high, that enables you to sit longer with your own negativity, with your own bullshit. And you can see your subconscious mind, and you can feel that bad boy. And you know you're the one who fucked that shit up. You know you're the one who thought negativity and attracted that bad situation in your life, and you're not running away from it right now because your energy is high enough. You have, you've established the preliminary work. But until you get these steps done as a prerequisite, you can't do spiritual work. And so I'm looking forward that very soon that I'll be able to switch to spiritual content. Not switch, but add spiritual content. That's been the goal, to exhaust Nofap and Semen Retention and then get to the next level. And that is the next level. Shadow work is the next level. Yeah. And so this man sitting here talking to you wouldn't be here without shadow work. And shadow work is probably the best work you can ever do for your life, for yourself. You get to meet the devil. You meet the devil face to face doing shadow work. And usually the way you meet the devil is by looking into the mirror. Whatever you see in the mirror, when you look into the mirror, you have met the devil. Oh, by the way, too, you have also met God. Yeah. 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 Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Yeah. It's another level. Oh, Nico T, by the way, let me start. That's Nico T. At your own discretion, my next creator or interview next Monday will be a guy from the lives. Yeah, Ambition Matters. He came on and he was talking mad wisdom and knowledge. And I'm like, bro, let me bring you on. He accepted. He emailed me. So, Nico T, I mean, you know, you're a regular. You've been here for a long time. I call him a manifestation gang. I don't know. Up to you at your discretion. But I think I should bring you on. I think you should do a live with me. We ask you questions, interview you, and we chop it up. We talk about this journey, and you have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of understanding. But I do understand certain guys don't want to come on air and let their faces and their voices be associated with this kind of work. They probably like to do it behind the phone. I understand, but I just wanted to put that out there to you. Yeah, we can do that. You will be the guy that I can talk this kind of work with, right? Shadow work, transformation, condoling awakening, manifestations templates, the law of attraction, all these spiritual things that every time you come here, we talk about. So just think about it. If Philly Cheese is in the house, what's up? And if you think so, you can always email me at manssuperpower@gmail.com. And if you know, and if you don't feel like it, that's fine, because I do understand this kind of work. But manssuperpower.com, copy and paste, though, because it has 2 S, Men's Superpower. One of my bro, you write English perfectly, man. I would never know that English was not your first language. You just said it. English is not my first language. It's not my second language, and arguably it's not my third language. Well, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. There are people with strong and heavy English accents making tons of money and creating contents out there. I'm sure you've come across one. Or one, several. So let's go. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I know creators. Hang on. I know creators with heavy accent. Now, I used to have a heavy accent, but I've worked on it. I've spent money, purchased a lot of materials. I've worked to refine it, where my goal was to be understood, to be clear enough so I can be understood, to be clear enough, to speak clearly enough so I can be understood. And for the past few years, I think it has worked. I have not really had not even one comment on my channel for the past year and a half about not being understood or about not being clear enough. Okay? When I was in the church as a youth leader, working in the church, teaching, preaching, being in Bible school, I had a I had a big issue with my accent. And I went to my pastor and talked to him, and he said, listen here, boy. He said, America is built on accents. He said, go to Silicon Valley and find me a man who doesn't have an accent. Go to LA, go to New York, go to Boston, go to, he named a lot of big cities, Miami, and find me a man or woman without an accent. Or if you do find one, and the ones that you find with accents are in business. He said, listen, the big yachts, the biggest yachts in the world belong to men with accents. The biggest private planes in the world belong to men with accents, he told me. Some of the biggest decisions and the biggest checks that are being written in the business world belong to men, are done by men with accents. So that boosted my confidence and wiped out that complex of, I have an accent. You know, I'm not sure that people want to hear me. I'm not sure that people want to listen to me. So we have to push ourselves out of that fear. We have to bulldoze ourselves, as it were, out of that egotistical. And now, understand, I'm not saying that you are egotistical. I'm saying the ego in us loves to have those little things to hold on to. Yeah, it does. It loves to have those little things to cause us to hold back. Okay? I swear to you, Nico T, I thought you were American, or I thought you were an English speaker. Ever since you've been coming here, you've been writing. Never once would I ever think that English is not your first language. Let's go. Let's do it. Email me, bro. Email me. Let's do it. It's your opportunity. Yeah. It's some, how do you call this thing? Cornbread. She made some cornbread today, bro. Tasted really good. What happened to Philly cheese? Somebody's saying, okay, I got you. 30 days? Man, you need to come on right now. I need to put you on schedule right now. I'm filling up my schedule right now. This Tuesday, we have Boss at Home. Next Monday, we have Ambition Matters. Somebody else come the following next Tuesday. Let's do it. Let's do it, bro. I think I'm the only male creator in this space, in the Nofap Semen Retention space, that's been holding interviews and collabs on this work, or that's been asking people. Every other creator is solo. They speak to the camera, and sometimes they don't even reply to comments. Speak to the camera, like the first 3 comments of a video, and then disappear. But I have a different vision for the work. I go in the streets and find someone. I've had so many guys on my podcast, on the live. I've had clients come on with me. I've had other creators come on with me. I've had guys that I didn't meet on YouTube come on with me. And my goal is to create a multi-panel studio. Like I can bring guys right here in Atlanta to sit down, a couple of guys, and sit down and talk men's issues, talk masculine empowerment ideas, business, money, women, relationships, sex, semen retention, and make it big. Men's Superpower can be a big brand. I am aware of that. It's in my mind. And so, let's go. Let's go. And so, let's talk about a relapse is inevitable. An inevitable devil of the journey is inevitable. It will happen. Well, you know, I haven't designed the t-shirt, you know. Actually, this is the first design, the first prototype, the first design, the first prototype, the first design, and I haven't made t-shirts, you know, so I don't have merch. Can you believe I don't have merch? David, what are you doing? You ain't got merch with Men's Superpower? You have so many slogans and you don't have any merch? David, what the fuck you doing? You ain't got no merch yet? Men's Superpower. Feel your power, bro. That's a slogan. I feel my power. I am my power. I am men's superpower. I have found my men's superpower. But we're getting there. As you see, I've been focusing on increasing the quality of my content. I've been focusing on delivering value. For example, my lives have been tight. I haven't had dead time in between where I go on a tangent that didn't make sense or I ramble type of thing. So I've been focusing on increasing my delivery, the quality of my content, as well as the delivery, as well as the presentation of it, whether it be the quality of video and audio, the set, the composition of my frame, the graphics, the layout of my stream. I've been increasing the quality, the delivery, and the consistency of the content. And so we will get to merch and we will get to other things. It's coming. It's coming. It's in the making. It's the making. It's coming. I think my girl would want me to finish my life. She just got home. So listen. So my word with her is I'll only have sex with her on her day off because her days off are far apart. So I'm trying to give myself some time, buy myself some time. She might be nearby. So I'm trying to buy myself time. But sometimes she's off. I don't want to do it. So I stay here. I do my work and stay here, wait for her to fall asleep. Or I go for a run or I go for a walk. So she just came in, she asked, "Are you online?" I said, "Yeah, I'm online." I said, "I'll see you later." You have to manage it, bro. You have to manage your shit, okay? You have to manage it. You know, she's busy walking around half naked, bending over every corner of the house. You know, I look around, she's bending over picking up something. I move in the room, she's laying down. The only part that's not covered under the sheet is her butt. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. She wants that energy, that raw power. Hell yeah. She's the benefactor of it. Anyway, let's continue our Philly Cheese. You mean you can come on right now? Philly Cheese, are you saying I can send you a link? You can come on right now? Let me know. Because don't nobody take that challenge. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see. It was a different program, so let's see if you can get through. Hopefully you have Wi-Fi, right? Let's go. Link. Ecamm live link. There we go. Copy link. All right, click on this link. Let's see if you if you can get through. Let's go. Let's go. He took the challenge. This is Semen Retention. You took that challenge, huh? Let's go. First. Hang on. We're coming. What's up? What it do, Philly Cheese?
So, man, I'm still I'm still just focusing on trying to do better on my journey, and I wanna my plan is to go a full year, and once I go a full year, then I want to begin messing with women again, mingling with women again. One of the reasons that I can't up until like now,
you can't get away from your sex drive at your age. You know?
Are you saying you said I can't or I can?
No, I said you cannot get away from those things like being obsessed with sex and women or over sexualizing women. You can't get away with it until you grow older. Because even if mentally you want, you know better, your testosterone levels, your body, your system is still pushing for it.
Right, because right. So that explains like that explains why the energy of some individuals is so powerful. That's why it wants to shoot out. It wants to like leave because it wants to blind to something.
Right. Right.
Wow, man.
Right.
And like, okay, let me finish the story because it'll all come together. So, so once I started having, I would notice like when I would have sex at school, this probably would be due to me watching a lot of porn, like prior to me going to college. Yeah, I over sexualized women, still have that issue. Um, I didn't have any morals of, you know, what women to sleep with, what women I couldn't sleep with. I just slept with whoever thought I was attractive in some sort of way. So, I would do it. There were times where I would use protection, and then I just started just being right, and that's when I learned my lesson. That's when I got burned. Um, that really before I got in a I got back into a relationship with a woman. When I got the STD, that really it made me very
Open
it
your
made me
eyes.
oh yeah, I'm sorry, it's the camera right now, so it's a little choppy still
Yeah,
probably.
no, that's fine. We get the audio. The audio is going, so
Yeah,
we
yeah.
understand.
So like I said, it's the message that matters. But yeah, man. So that it made me real. It took away a little bit of my masculine energy. It took away my masculine frame. It made me very, it just
It kind of like
turned my
pushes you
black.
in a corner type of thing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because it's like nobody knew but my mom, and it was like none of my friends knew. My friends, they still don't know. None of my close friends, they still don't know. So it was like every time I would just look at girls, or I would get nervous. I still do now because of course, I'm not with anybody. So because it's that fear of when you do get involved sexually with them. Some girls, they don't want to use condoms. Some girls, nowadays
Right.
they just want it. They want it raw. So it's like I don't want to have to be like the way I have an STD because I don't even put myself in that situation. So
So meanwhile, you're building your semen. You're increasing your semen.
so like
Sort of.
this is where this is where it gets bad.
Complicated.
Okay, so yeah, so this is when I accepted. So this was my sophomore year. My sophomore year, that's when I started watching porn again. Like, and watching it every time that I'm not around my friends, or I'm not doing something. I'm in my talking about because we've all grown up on that. So that's when I found out. So I saw this video. My bad. I saw this video on meditation. Then I saw the video on Nofap, and that video spoke to me because this is a guy named Soul Illuminati. He's also goes by Spiritual Soul YouTube. A lot of people know, like maybe in my age group, in my generation, spirituality wise, they know who he is. But that video really spoke to me because he was like, bro, why are you 20 something years old still afraid to talk to girls? And I'm like, dang, why have you ever noticed why you're struggling with getting women, or struggling, or why you've always struggled? Because I've always struggled, just being a ladies' man, being able to just get a girl to like me before I got the STD. So I was like, wow, like it's all sense. Like, no wonder I was depressed growing up. No wonder I was dealing with all of these issues, why I felt imbalanced, why I didn't feel like a man, why I didn't feel masculine, why I didn't have that courage to say something when somebody says something to me, when I stand up for myself. So I'm like, oh, it's because I'm letting go of my energy. I'm letting go of my semen, my masculine energy.
Right.
So, of course, for the people, the beginners who first find out about it, I'm sure they're able to go their first streak is probably they're able to go like a long streak. Well, at least for me, at the time I was able to. So mind you, I'm on semen retention. I'm meditating. We click great. Like I'm like it's like almost happened to like manifest. And this was in like I believe like the first couple weeks of semen I'm gonna say Nofap, not necessarily semen retention yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on Nofap. That's when I met my ex. That's when we started talking. She hit me up. Prior to all of this, I remember I was talking to her about like plant medicine, plant-based diet, and all of that stuff. So I'm like, she must be dealing with some sort of issue on the same boat that I'm dealing with. So I'm like, like it kind of gave me some thought. So fast forward to the summer, back to the summer. So we click well. One night we were just talking about our secrets. We opened up a lot of secrets, and I told her, I was like, hey, can I ask you something? And she said, yeah. I'm like, so are you studying plant medicine because you have the STD that you're trying to cure, or you have cure? First, she lied to me, but then she did open up and say, yes, I have such and such. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm dealing with something too along that line. So I want to thank you for telling me. And I'm glad you told me, and I still like you. Like we're both in this. It's kind of like cool that, you know, it's like I kind of found somebody, you know, dealing with the same issue that I was. So long story short, man, I fell in love with that girl, and but I noticed that's when I wasn't on semen retention anymore. So I noticed I would be a little, I guess, insecure in some situations, in some instances. Like she would have guy friends because, mind you, we're in college, so she would have some guy friends that she would hang out with one on one, but she said they strictly like weren't anything. But because I wasn't used to, I guess, mind you, I hadn't been in a relationship in like years before her, like since my senior year of college. So she kind of told me about her past and stuff, and like I kind of learned, like, I guess I kind of learned a little bit about female nature. Like, oh, so they're like us, they want to have sex just as much as we do. They like they out here having sex just like guys. So when she told me like her body count, that kind of hit me, because it was along the same like lines as mine. Like, damn, like why do you have the same amount as me? So that made me kind of insecure. So man, it was just a lot of stuff that just played a part in it. Like she she had her little issues, I had my issues too, but so long story short, we ended up breaking up. When I got back on semen retention, that's when I really learned more about it. That's when I really was like, oh, now I know how serious this stuff is. So this past summer, we talked a little bit, but then I kind of just cut her off, because that's when I learned about the red pill. That's when I learned about female nature. And that's when I really got serious on semen retention and was focusing like strictly on myself. Like, I guess we can say I was on a spiritual journey as a whole. Like I noticed like more money. I was able to manage my money better, because right now I'm still struggling with marijuana. But I believe that's because I feel like spiritually I'm in the lowest of the lowest plane right now. So but anyway, yeah, during that path, I was able to be more disciplined with substances, like quitting some substances. Like if I did do it, I was able to just be like, okay, I'm cool, I don't need it anymore, like I'm fine. So I was just more disciplined as a man. But so I ended up this past August of 2020, I started my senior year at Central, which is this year. But my ex, she hit me up, and we ended up, hooking up a couple more times. But
Right.
a part of me still, when you're on semen retention, you start to also develop a what's that word? Moralistic mind, a more positive moralistic mind frame. So I noticed when I was having sex with her, I still I just noticed my mind would just wander, like just go crazy. I noticed I started going back. I started going in. I noticed I would oh, I forgot to also say I relapsed like once or twice, but I was still able to be more disciplined, kind of had that energy to move around. But once I started with my ex, that's when I kept doing it. I kept doing it. And I just realized I'm like, this isn't the same. And it hurt. It really having to let her go. And it still hurts. So long story short, I let her go. I tried to get back on the journey, and bro, let me just fast forward to now, bro. I've still been struggling, getting her off my mind, letting that relationship go. I'm still struggling with. Well, I haven't watched any since I had been struggling with porn, masturbating, edging, just so much stuff, and I've been trying to get back on it ever since. I also have to say, one of the other things that I noticed I would struggle with is I was taking the semen retention course, but one of the guys, and I thought that I could edge, on my beginning stages of the journey, but I realized that I can't do that. That's more, I guess, mastery level, because they say you can have a non-ejaculatory orgasm.
Right.
And this is in Montauk Chi, one of the Montauk Chi's teachings. But I noticed, like, I gotta go all in. Like, one thing I just realized to relapsing is you gotta change your lifestyle one by one. So
Yeah, I like that.
that's where I'm at right now, man. I'm trying to use this. I'm trying to use semen retention to, one, cure my STD, because I know it's possible. Like, the information's out there. Like, it's 2021. Like, the information's out there to pretty much cure anything. Like, anything is curable. You just have to, you have to put in the work. You have to put in that discipline, and you have to heal yourself. It takes mental, spiritual, and physical healing. So I'm aware of everything that I have to do. It's just like I have to make that change, and I have to be more disciplined, and I have to use my God-given, not God-given, my God. I have to put in that work to be disciplined. I have to just stop giving in, But yeah, man, that's my story, man. That's my story. So,
I celebrate your courage. I salute your courage for wanting to come on, actually for offering, because I think I was talking to somebody else when you said you'll come on right now. And of course,
yeah, I didn't know if you were gonna let me. I thought
I'll let you any day.
and plus, bro, I still been struggling on the journey, but that, I know my goal is to go a year, because I know once I go a year and I apply the right pressure, and I do everything I need to do, the spiritual journey, I'll be able to heal myself physically, mentally, and spiritually, and man, I'll be able to mess with women again. I'll be able to get involved with women again.
Well, I tell you what, Felix, is you've been a faithful viewer. You've really been on a lot of lives. Like, I think lately, I want to say for the past maybe 3 months or so, You've been popping in every time. So I want to, for having the courage to come on and for being on here every time, I want to give you, I give you a free coaching. I give you free coaching. You will be the first person to win free access to me. Email
Oh
me.
my God.
Find
Bro,
my
are
email.
you serious?
Yeah, find my email. Email me, and then I'll text you.
Bro,
I'll email you back my number, or find
thank
my
you.
email. Email me your
I'm
number,
getting
and I'll text you.
I'm about to email you right now. Right from my
And
phone. Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. David. Like, it's a pleasure, man. Wow.
we will talk, and I'll coach you along whatever the journey requires, and free of charge, for your faithfulness and boldness and always being here. And of course, we're talking about spirituality. That's what came to mind as you were pouring your heart out, as you were talking. Of course, I listened carefully. That's part of leadership. The hardest thing to do is to listen. I don't know if you know that. In leadership, the hardest thing to do is to listen and let the individual, even when they say, "Oh, what word am I looking for?" You still listen. Let them find the word.
Yeah, and I want to thank you for that. Yeah.
So,
Because
and
a lot of people that's like, he's slow. Like, I'm not
nah.
live. Yeah.
And it came to mind that the best impact I can have on you, the best influence I can have on you for the universe orchestrating us coming together is my time and energy through coaching. So let's do it.
Thank you. I'm sending you the info now.
Text me your number, and then I'll email me your number, and then I'll text you, and then we'll start talking from here on. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Thank you for starting the Nofap and Semen Retention hotline. Now, the hotline is different than my interviews with guys that I have lined up and stuff like that. So the hotline is for the brave ones, the guys who want to come on and talk just like you talk. The brave souls. It does something to you. You're gonna go off feeling differently. It's going to start a new energy vortex for you right now. You're gonna feel lighter, at the same time more empowered, that you have spoken your story, that you have shared your story, and you're not afraid of it. Because one of the things that the mind does and the ego does is make you afraid of your story, make you not tell your story. And if you can break free from that, you get to access higher levels of understanding and freedom and blessings.
Yes.
And so you have started a new vortex of attraction, of blessing, by just volunteering to come on and sharing your story willingly, enthusiastically, and happily. There's a lot of power in that. There's a lot of blessing in that. So a lot of it is coming your way. And the number one blessing is you get to have access to me for free.
Yeah, man.
As soon as I
think the universe just wow, man. Yes, thank you again, man. I greatly appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Not a problem, man. So a guy who just came across Nofap Semen Retention, what would you tell him?
Man, discipline is key, man. Self-preservation, that's all that matters. Just focus on you, because when you focus, when you're the prize, you can literally get anything you want. When you're the money, when you are him, when you are that godlike consciousness, you attract everything. You have nothing to worry about. You have no disease stop you when you look at yourself as the temple. And don't get me wrong, I have some work to do. Like I said, I have to get back to where I'm looking at myself like that. But man, love yourself, man. Love yourself before anybody else. Don't put yourself before anybody. Don't put anybody else before you. Just you are God. You are God. And even if it is a God in the sky, he's in you too. The spirit of God is within you. Everything that you are looking for is within you.
Right.
Everything.
Amen. Dang.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We will. Thanks. And we will bring you in. We'll bring you on again. You know, because once you do one,
Definitely, man.
you can do another
Oh
one.
yeah.
Because you have.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know,
yeah.
having been in the church, having been in leadership, I know what it takes for someone to do something like that. Although it's the age of technology, although everybody's streaming, everybody's online, but for your particular story, for your particular situation, that would determine if you come online or not. And of course, I test people. I'll be like, yo, well, why don't you just come online? Let's do this. So
yeah, and then plus it's like it isn't like it's people like from my city or people that live around me that would just happen to be watching your show, because it's not a lot of people, you know, in my age group, in my generation that knows about this stuff.
Right.
So man, it's this the spirituality as a whole is I'm glad I found it, because it's everything like when you really learn spirituality, you realize that everything is connected. Everything.
Right.
It's all connected. It's all connected.
Yes. It's a big whole. It's a big unified field. It's a big unity. Just like you being on here, it was made for you. It was designed for you. I actually just designed this interview scene. This is my first time using this interview scene. I've had other interview scenes. And earlier, as I was preparing to come on, and I said, I guess I'm going to have to use this interview scene next time. This is Atlanta in the background. I wanted to represent.
That's one of my, I ain't gonna say dream spots, but that is definitely a place that I would love to start my life, you know, once I graduate school, once I'm able to move into my either there or Texas, because I've heard it's a great place to start your life, but I've also heard it's a little it's like it's demonic, like in a way, because like how wild it is, I guess.
Here's what you do. You focus on
yes,
this journey. You focus on this journey. You focus on raising your vibrations, raising your frequency, amplifying your amplitude, clearing out yourself, making yourself holier and holier. Then whatever environment you go in, that environment will have to take on your energy pattern, your energy frequency. See, when your energy is low and you enter an environment, you become that environment. The environment swallows you because its frequency is higher than yours. But when your frequency is higher and you go into an environment, that environment has to conform to your energy. When I go somewhere, the environment and the people in it and the circumstances in it have to conform to my energy because my fucking frequency is higher. It's no different than moving to a new city.
Right.
So in Atlanta, there's no experience for you except the one that you're bringing. I'm gonna let that sink in. The experiences that
like I'm in control of that experience.
The experiences that you're going to be having in Atlanta or Texas will be according to your frequency. So continue this journey, maintain your energy. Yes, I live here, and I came here with a high energy, although I was still fapping, right? But spiritually, I had already done some work, right? My experience has been nothing but positive. Even with the law, I own guns. I have a license to carry, and I've had a few instances I got pulled over, strapped, and even with the law. Nothing but beautiful experiences with women, men. It's me. It's the people that I've met here are supportive of me, very gregarious towards me. That's what Atlanta is actually. Georgia is very gregarious, very the southern, very hospitable. So focus on increasing your own area energy, and yes, those two places are wonderful. Atlanta or anywhere, well, not anywhere, but somewhere in Texas, Austin. I think Houston is maybe a little too crowded for a young person to go,
Yeah.
but definitely
Right.
Austin. I think that's where Steph is cold is Austin.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Steph is cold. Yep. I tapped
and
into him. Good content creator.
so and I've looked into moving to Texas, and I've looked into Austin, but I'm already in Atlanta. That was before Atlanta. And right now, if I were to leave Atlanta right now, to be honest with you, Austin would be where I would go. So you have the right idea, you have the right choices. Just keep going on this journey. It will be my pleasure to share some wisdom with you every once in a while, talking to you, texting with you. I think that's what the universe intended for this connection.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, universe, man. Yes. Thank you. And again, man, it's a pleasure to be on here, and I definitely look forward to us speaking on this stream again in the future.
Yes, you will. You will, man. You
Yeah.
will. All right, man.
Yeah.
So I'll see you again. We'll talk in private as soon as I get your email.
Definitely. And look for my email. It should be from the Philly cheese. It should say Philly cheese, but my email be under judoboy10@gmail.com. So you'll see it under there.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. And then I'll shoot you a text, and then we'll continue from there. It was great having you. No, we encountered a little difficulty. I think the stream got interrupted, but we continued, resumed. So we lost about a couple of guys, but we do have a few guys. I think they were just
Yeah.
listening instead of asking questions or anything like that.
Right.
But
Yes, it's all good.
yeah, it's all
Yeah.
good, and we are
Still
here.
got your energy, right? Still
Yeah,
got the
yeah.
energy, long
Oh, of course.
energy.
I mean,
Good.
what's interesting, what's important is starting somewhere. It's starting something. Once you start something new, everything. That's what you need to do. You need to start something new. And for me, I've been waiting to start the Nofap and Semen Retention hotline. The hotline is different than the interviews that I conduct, right? Because the interviews that I conduct
Right.
are with guys who are somewhat advanced on the journey. They've done some work, they've gotten some control, they have something to teach. The hotline is guys who want to share the stories, share, and let me weigh in at the end, or if I just congratulate them, just listen. Basically, doing what I wish was available when I was recovering, at the early stage of my journey. They say the problems that you have, if there's no solution for it, you are called to solve the problems that you have if there aren't any solutions for them already. So
Right.
that's my philosophy.
Right. Well,
And
thank you, man. Thank you, safe, and I'm gonna let you either finish your stream, or I know you
yes.
gotta get with your woman. So I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
do it.
we are 2
Take care of
hours in
business.
total, so we're gonna go and end soon. And so we'll talk again, my brother. And here we are once again. That was beautiful. That was awesome. Philly Cheese, a regular on the stream. I was talking to somebody else. I was saying, well, why don't you need to come on because you have a lot of knowledge. I need to bring you guys on and share your story and just be seen by the world and make a statement on your journey. He said, I'll come on right now. And of course, I love a challenge. So I took the challenge and we just spent about, I don't know, 15 minutes Great story. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your story and for having that boldness and that courage. You have earned free coaching with me. I think you deserve it for following me for that long. Always be on my lives. Always stay for the length of our lives. Always, communicating and then eventually taking that step of coming on. So that's how we attract things, right? You have attracted this free coaching. You have attracted it by the things that you have done. So focus on raising your vibrations, increasing your frequency, and that way you continue attracting beautiful things in your life. For the rest of the guys, I want to say thank you for being here. I will see you tomorrow, or not tomorrow, tonight, Monday. Remember, our regular stream days now, our schedule is Monday and Tuesday, 8 to 10 p.m. Monday and Tuesday, 8 to 10 p.m. of every week until further notice. Now, every once in a while, when I'm home, when I have the time, if I'm not busy doing other things, I will come on for a random live like tonight, like Sunday night. But Wednesday through Sunday are reserved for my other business activities. But Monday and Tuesday, 8 to 10, this is our new schedule until further notice. We will be here. I'll do my best to bring someone on both days and not just be here teaching over and over again, because we want the interactions. And also, I'm changing the format of the live. We're going to have different segments. We're going to have a fitness segment, a business segment, a sex energy transmutation segment. Yes, just to get a complete package, a complete experience out of the streams, as opposed to we talk Nofap for 2 hours, we talk Semen Retention for 2 hours, which there's nothing wrong with that. But we want to organize our products. We're going to organize our content. We want to embellish our delivery, increase the quality of our content, and thereby having a better value, delivering a better value thereby. This is the goal. As I learn screenwriting, filmmaking, I want to increase the quality of my craft. And so I'll see you next time. Remember this: you are on the right path. Yes, you are on the right journey. You are. The journey of self-discovery, the journey of self-love, the journey of self-empowerment. Stay on this journey. Stay on this journey. You are king. Stay strong, stay powerful, stay in your kingdom. Remember, this is the best journey that you can be on. There isn't a better journey than Nofap and Semen Retention for a man. There isn't. You want to be rich? Semen Retention will get you there. You want to have personal empowerment? Semen Retention will get you there. You want to work out in the gym and build muscles if you're young? Semen Retention will get you there. Whatever you need to do, this Nofap and Semen Retention journey is the best journey you can be on. Stay strong, stay powerful. You are king. Namaste. I'll see you later. You are on the right path. You are on the right journey. The journey of self-discovery, the journey of self-love, the journey of